Tonight,
Madden.
the Thunder took on the Hornets, and Charlotte came out the victor, 123-112. Here's Kemba Walker on how Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was able to hold down Russell Westbrook.
Just make it as tough as possible. Make him take tough shots. We know he can make tough shots, but it's hard to be consistent when you take tough shots. And that's what we try to do as best as we can. Try to keep him off the line as much as possible. And he had great numbers, but I thought he worked for everything he got tonight. And a lot of credit to MKG for taking on that challenge. I mean, it was a pretty tough challenge, finding through all those screens. And it was tough. So I mean, he had a huge game.
Yeah, Timmy, you mentioned it. That is New York City accent still coming through for Kemba. Now, when you see this, I mean, is that the key? Is just making it tough? You're not going to stop him, but you got to figure out a way to make it tough.
And check out all the black shirts. Easier said than done. Now, these are contested drives, but you know what I love about this defense, Dave?
What do you got?
Russell Westbrook shot 12 threes. We talk so much about LeBron James. When you're guarding LeBron, when he's making threes, you're like, all right, well.
Pick your poison.
Exactly. Russell Westbrook, you got to make him go out there and bang home threes. You got to give him that step. And when he gets in the lane, make Sabonis beat you. Make Roberson beat you. Make Anthony Morrow beat you. I would but Charlotte plays good defense. That also is their MO. A guy like Kidd-Gilchrist is longer. He's athletic. He has the ability to guard. So there's not too many guys that can keep up with Russell Westbrook. First of all, you have to have a great motor. This guy doesn't get tired. You have to stay with him the entire game. So they had a good game plan. Obviously, it worked.
Seems like you can frustrate him a little bit. We saw that. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as well. Is that another key? Still physical. Get chippy with you. And we know that the other guys aren't going to beat me, so I'm going to take you out of your game just a little bit.
We say, the old school guys, they couldn't have played in this era. I don't know how many guys play the old school way in this era.
Charlotte seems to do it.
Yeah, they kind of have that blue-collar approach.
Is that because Michael Jordan might be in the front office?
Maybe. Steve Clifford's more of a defensive coach. But I'm just throwing back Russell Westbrook to the old days. Yeah, those guys weren't as athletic, but they would get physical with him. Mm-hmm. They would try to frustrate him. They would try to Pat Beverly him, try to get under his skin, body him a little bit. This NBA, let's go through all the NBA rosters right now. How many guys you're like, oh, man, that guy's a bulldog. He just gets physical. He talks, tries to beat you up.
There's not a lot of Steven Jacksons out there anymore.
It doesn't exist. You know why? Because guys making $10 million a year.
Not like Karl Malone's.
You go soft making that type of money.
Right. And a lot of the guys that we mentioned that you're talking about at that era, even with the money, did not go soft.